Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Streamium Extreme stream. Kind of on a bit of a roll, and I want to continue on with this. Funnily enough, just got an email from UV Packmaster. His tutorial is live that I was helping him with. So we'll go check that out, see if I can find it. We'll find out afterwards. But let's carry on. So, some of you would have seen the render over on Instagram that we did, and it is looking delish. I'm really happy with how this has turned out. We need to mirror everything across, which is fine. But this is all looking gorgeous. We will probably do all the paneling today as well. Might be a little bit laborious, but that's okay. And then from there as well, we will do, probably a little bit more work, a little bit more finessing pipes. Material-wise, I don't know. I have to crack that one open, but then we'll go ahead and start putting all little greebles here and there and everywhere, and we will go from there. Am I streaming? I am streaming, which is good. Just that number hasn't updated yet. And then if we've got some time, we will work on having this door kind of like open. And I think it should open inside, but it might open outside. I don't know, but that's something we'll have a look into in a sec. Am I actually streaming? Yeah, 10 viewers. Okay, cool. So let's kind of keep going on with that. We're going to work on this front section. Now, the front section here, I was thinking about having this as, might I take advantage of the holiday in the US? I do not know that. What is it? What's the holiday? 26th of the 5th. I don't know. It's not Independence Day. And there he is. Vertex Bird, welcome. Also, Leo, welcome. So that's what we're going to be working on. I don't know my image. Where's my image? Here it goes. So it's more, I think we might have a door open from the front. Our main cargo door up the top. Memorial Day. Right. Okay then. Sweet. Let's go with that. And yeah, let's work on this section. Control LP, separate by selection. What is this going to look like? What the? Here. What is this going to look like? I don't know. But for some reason, I feel that we need to put some pipes in here. Those pipes maybe can flow up here and around. Maybe what we'll do is, I reckon, let's just bring it forward a little bit. And then from here, let's do I to do an inset, I to do another inset, E to extrude on the y-axis, scale Y. So we have that. I like that idea there. And then this way, these doors can go inwards. We've got space to move in. Let's just fix this problem. Scale Z 0. Like that. Lovely. And go delete those faces in there. For emergency battles. See, I mean, technically we should have ones on the side here, but I reckon we go for a big get stuffed one in here. And then we will put in some smaller details to kind of merge this up into here. So we go scale Y 0. And then from here, maybe we do small edge loop. And then we go GZ and just bring it up. Let's get rid of this one. Actually, let's pull this back now, because this has to come back here. And then that's going to open up into the grander hangar bay, I reckon. GZ. Yeah, nice. Maybe we bring this forward just so we've got that nice hard edge. Can we scale this outwards? Maybe we just grab everything, scale X. There we go. And it's kind of just breaking up that surface. Hey, Mark, what's the name? Ahi Ship of the Galaxy. So this is meant to be a bit of a scrapper's ship, or a bit of a gypsy ship is what my writer described it as. So it's meant to be not too clean, but it's going to have to be clean. But probably the texturing, when we come into texturing, somehow I've got to put scorch marks all over it. How am I going to do that? I don't know. Do we decal it? Do we use decals? Maybe. And then we do that trick of combining all the meshes down and have the ambient occlusion only work locally. So, but future market problem, for now, it's this. So this here, P, separate by selection. This is going to be our door. And then we're going to grab that GY. We'll push that all the way back. There's a face here we're going to get rid of. And I need to cut out this section. So can we do edge loop? Edge loop. That'll get rid of this. Delete faces. Do the same again, I guess. And we'll do that. Delete faces. All right. Someone's already subscribed. That's awesome. Zeldion, welcome to the stream, mate. What's going on? What's dinging? And now this is opening up all this as well. Do we? Yeah, we've got to chop this now. Oop, actually, nah, you're a jerk. Then we can just get rid of all this. Delete faces. Now we've got a smaller entryway all the way into the ship. Zamalt, welcome to the stream. How you doing? I'm good. Good. Just working on this ship now. Let's see how much we can finish tonight. Keeping the whale theme, yeah. And this is what I was semi-thinking, is like this whole section was going to be open. But I'm happy to have just this proportion in here. It's a little bit too square for my liking. So going to have to think of something to move to fix that, I mean. Ooh, what if we did this? And we're going to bring this down, I reckon. Let's bring all this down. Something like that. I hope you pay this future Markham well. I would love to pay him well, but past Marco hasn't done enough, apparently. One day. Okay, I am liking this. What is this door going to look like? I'm not a fan of these corners here. So we might have to create some sort of boundary or something in there. Do you ever run into problems with normals when performing operations like this? Of course. Hence why normally like solidify and modify helps quite a bit. But I try and use that sparingly. Lurking just now. Awesome. All right, let's continue on. Do we bring this up? That doesn't look right. I think I busted it. Let's go like this. That might make it... Don't know. Something seems off. Let's go delete that edge loop. Something seems off. That scale X. See, that works a little bit better. But we're going to have some really weird lines here. So, I reckon we've got this right. Invert the selection, delete faces. I just like this shape, and I think this shape works really well. Let's go GG. Push that back. Select this one, and we'll do the same. GG. Push that back. I hate you. We'll cover that up with another piece. And then let's go GG. Bring that down. Nope. GG. Go the other way. Excellent. I think that worked. Why is it not straight? So let's rotate that around. That's going to bite me. Let's just do this again. Control I, invert my selection, delete faces, select all, scale Y 0. So now I know that's straight, and we can pull that back. We've got room to expand. And then this will now allow us to move it back a smidgen. Yep. Move this back a smidgen. Move this back a smidgen. What can we do here? GG. Is there two pieces? Yeah, there's two there. GG. GG. Push it up a little bit more. Really just trying to get that clearing in there. Stop being a jerk. Can I put an edge loop through there? I don't really want to add in an extra edge loop for nothing. So let's go with this one and this one. Go C, select these, and we're just going to push that over. Push that over a bit more, and there we go. That should be fine. And then we'll just kind of like cover up that gap. Robbie's not happy. Why isn't he happy? Did I ignored him? Dr. Fan. Hello, Mako. How are you doing today, Mako? Okay, I ignored it. So we've got kind of like this main entry coming in, but then also we've got this main top area that can open. That's where this ship kind of like comes through, which is absolutely brilliant. Creating the door now, let's do an Alt-H. So this was from our original mesh, which I don't know how... How could we open this up? Because it's now this weird shape. We could... Delete. Just going to put an edge loop through there. Shift D, P, separate by selection. I can select it. There we go. Let's go f. And then kind of, it's almost like this piece. I don't know. Use a Federation style, but I like having doors. Oh, I mean, just trying to think about this mechanically. Because, I mean, we could go like J. This opens by itself. This one opens. This one opens. And then these two in the middle can open. And so, but that's going to look like crud. I think maybe for now we might just have it, just the central bit opening. Because like at the end of the day, you know, we could use like the C2 when you're walking through the ship and it kind of opens like that, how multiple pieces open up and they kind of expand in. I mean, we could do that. We don't really have the space though, but we could fake the space. So maybe by doing that, and then we go E to extrude, Alt S, bring it out. Let's grab this and this, thus and thus, scale X. That gives us now some space to expand. Yeah, let's go with that. Whatevs. I'm going to do 2 edge loops in here. And then we can bring that up. It's not bad. I like the idea. I like where it's going. I think, though, there's a bit of work. I'm just going to delete these inside faces because we don't need them. Grab those there. What are we looking at? GG. GG. That's that. GG. Bring that up. GG. Push it back. That's not bad. Okay. I'm okay with this now. How about a swirl open? Yeah, that's what I was semi-thinking. Daryl. 3A, if those doors... if those would be doors, then that would make the biggest weak point in the ship, so it don't really matter doors or anything else. But personally, I'll go for a force field approach here. I mean, they can still have doors, but we can still go force field approach. But I mean, yeah, like at the end of the day, do whatever we want. Okay, I like where this is going mechanically wise. You know what? I'm actually not going to be worried about it because we're not actually going to see it in the animation. So, yeah, stuff it. Let's go V to rip, Control L to delete vertices. Someone just joined us. Raddy Andy, welcome to the stream. Let's go generate mirror modifier. Beautiful. It's on that side there. And then what I was thinking is let's duplicate this, scale Z, and then we can go E to extrude, delete faces, and then that's kind of now just giving us a little bit of structural integrity. I am liking the idea around the pipes. We might draw some pipes in. I still think we're missing something. I think maybe if we throw in some greebles around here, or let's see what this looks like. And then we do a bit of a bevel. How are we feeling about that? That's a bit better. And then here and here, Control B. That's not bad. Okay, getting there. Doors are getting a bit buff. Doors are getting a big buff in 4.2. Oh, right. I see what you're saying. We're talking about Star Citizen. Okay. Pull that back. Excellent. Let's put us some bevels on here. Right click, auto smooth. Nice. Patrick Stout, welcome to the stream. Mr. Emerger, welcome to the stream over there as well. Front doors, 100k. What? Front doors each, 100k. From 20k, rear ramp, 350. Oh. Okay. That sounds interesting. I haven't really followed along with the Star Citizen news. That's good. That looks delish. And then we will put a bevel through here. Nice. Let's go with this now. Control. Whoop. Make sure it goes down the whole ship. Awesome. Control B. Control B. So looking at from afar, I think we're okay. It's got a nice silhouette still. FT Willie, welcome to the stream. Do we have to square off these doors? Because we've got a bit of a dirty bend in here, and I've just noticed that. Oh, cloppers. That's going to be it. That's going to suck to animate. Okay. All right. Okay. How do we fix this? Hide. How are we fixing this? Oh my goodness, that's not even straight. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. This is... Cool. Okay, so this is the main body. So I'm going to select the other one, H to hide. Let's just work on this section and straighten that section out. Delete vertices. Control numpad plus, and then we'll delete those vertices. So now we have that. So from here, let's go Shift S. Let's press F. And we're going to right-click subdivide. I kind of want to now line this up with these pieces. GG. This is going to suck. It's going to suck. GG. So we're just trying to line it up. With there. GG. There. Right-click subdivide. GG. Right-click subdivide. GG. Probably about there. Let's grab this edge minus here and here. And we will go... Oops. Turn off that mirror clipping. Do something like that. That way we can go F. F. Clipping, please. And we'll do that to that. Control F, grid fill. Le poopy caca. Can I delete that there? I think that's a problem there. Control F, grid fill. Nice. Okay, so that's clean that up. Shift N. Now we know that we have to slice like here. Okay. Whoops. Whoa, 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 whoa. We have to go from like here. C. No. A. That. So that there will make it square. Can you show how you did those panel gaps? Yeah, there's plenty. Makula? Welcome. Yeah, I'll be doing them in a bit. I'm just trying to fix up this hole now. So let's grab all this now. I can go ahead, delete faces. Okay. So now we've got a undo. I have to straighten this out somehow. Whatever. P separate by selection. And then we're just going to hide that. Oh, what? GG. Not too thrilled about touching this section, but let's go merge by distance. Alt H. Hide that. What is this here? This is our previous door. Let's delete that. Now we've got this section in here. Shift D. P separate by selection. I want to grab just that piece. Yep. Just that piece. And that piece. Control J to join. Now when we come in, I should be able to go something like that. Control B. Okay, let's Control L, Shift T, P separate by selection. I want to hide the outside piece. These two can join back together. Merge by distance. Delete edge loop. Cool. Alt H to hide. Hide. And I want to deselect the inside piece. Hide. So now we're just looking at the panels, and this is what we need to now create, delete faces. So all that we've done here is created a solidify modifier, and then I'm just chopping it up. That's all it is. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And so we'll just do a little bit of work on this. I'm not going to go overboard. Oop, that panel's not straight at all. Delete faces. But I like that we've got, it's not just constant square everywhere, which is kind of cool. Let's go Control B. Oh, that's interesting. It's me. Welcome to the stream. What's going on there on Twitch? Nothing. As per usual. Maybe we might just do I to do an inset. And then I can select that, delete faces. And that gives us that panel. I'll buy that for $1. And now we can kind of continue to move around. I'm thinking that there. Let's put an edge loop here, this one here. Control B, delete faces. And then we might just grab another 1 or 2 sections. And you have to remember we've got a piece on underneath. So even though we can kind of see through this, there is kind of like another shell there. Whoops, I haven't scrolled down. Nice. This is good. Okay. Not thrilled about that, but we will live. And so that's looking good. These panels are looking nice. So I'm fairly chuffed on how that's all going. Not thrilled about this corner. Maybe what I might do is chop it like that. Chop it like it's hard. And then, yeah, let's just do some big chops. And then obviously we can come on board after. Not the biggest fan of that cut. But it will work. You will go to sleep or I will put you to sleep. Happy Gilmore 2. Who's pumped? Also, oh, what's that other one that they just announced? Oh, they're on vacation. And he's a hitman, but his family doesn't know. I'm looking forward to that one. I think that's a great film. Let's go like that. Delete faces. So from afar, it's looking not too bad. Probably just implement a few more cuts. Obviously, what we could have done is subsurface divided this, but not with the smooth section. More that we just add more faces. That would also work. Did you just quote Anna Amari from Overwatch? I don't know. I haven't played Overwatch. Overwatch isn't my jam. It's Rocket League. If you have a look at Gaming in the Cans icon, that's me. But it wasn't me that posted that, because I'm streaming. Oh, what is... Oh, no, that's fine. That's great, that's great, that's great. I'm going to put an edge loop through. Maybe something like that. And then we'll go GG. Move that in. Control B. Delete faces. So I have been playing a little bit of Star Citizen. I have been streaming it. If you do want to catch that, that is over on Gaming in the Can. I figure probably shouldn't be streaming that stuff on here. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. This could be smoothed over, but I reckon we might hide that with some pipes. Let's do a Control B here. Delete faces. And then we can just see how those panels are really bringing that up. I reckon we need a panel line here-ish. Delete faces. I mean, obviously, there's nothing special happening at the moment, but we will get into doing a little bit more intensive stuff. And so that is looking great. So if we have a look from afar, you can just see how that is working so well. Do we have my Scifi material here? I do. Let's do that. And then I'm going to go U, cubic projection. U, Smart UV project, unwrap. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Let's just go into UV. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select everything that will scale up by 2. How does that look now? Needs some color, I think. I don't think it works well on this ship. Let's go spaceship on that one. Whoops. Can I select this one? There we go. And then we're going to go spaceship. U, Smart UV project, I don't care. And then we go into UV editing, scale by 3. I mean, from afar it looks okay. Yeah, I think from afar it's going to look nice. But then we actually come in close, it might not be 100%. And I think it's because those lines are too thick. Well, actually, no, I lie. This texture is more for smaller ships because obviously the texture has been scaled so big that those other panel lines. But I mean, if we went like this, scale by 4, then we have smaller lines in between all that kind of stuff. But then that doesn't really work. G. Yep. UV editing, scale by 4. It's not too bad, but it needs some color. Okay, let's have a look. Where are we? Panel version. That's that one. That one goes into the hue and saturation, which I don't think we want. That is ambient occlusion. So I reckon we grab this. Let's grab another mix shader. Comes into there. We've got white, and I reckon if I change this to maybe grey, bluey grey. How are we feeling about that? I think the normals are facing wrong, but that's fine. But where is my ambient occlusion? So can see it in here. Oh no! Oh no, it's fine. Thought I deleted something. I think it's working. Can I just make you pink for a sec? Can I make you pink for a sec? Why is my ambient occlusion being a jerk? Add AO goes into there. Color ramp. That's the factor. Okay. That's that. There we go. So that's correct. So what does this look like? That looks like that. So white needs to go in here. And we should be seeing a pink. Oh, that's why it doesn't work. No. All right. Okay. Geez, sorry. When you go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep. Yeah, that's Happy Gilmore. No, not Overwatch. Happy Gilmore. Dennis. No. Happy Gilmore. Come on. So, I understand why this is happening now. Because there is, especially on this one, if I were to go... Nope. Because the ambient occlusion is interacting with the mesh behind it. Ah, so what if I do like 0.1? 0.01. I hate you. Whatevs. Let's just throw it in there for now, I guess. And we'll just go with that. Let's go 0.1. Lovely. That's great. Let's kind of just continue on. We will come through and place a whole bunch of greebles on here afterwards. I do just want to work on this back section. I do want to grab the one behind it. Hide. There we go. Just so we can just focus on this piece. Let's... What happens there? Nah. Let's do... Let's maybe put an edge loop through here. Control B. And we're just going to work on the back area now of these panels. No, Blizzard's Happy Gilmore was first. Of course Happy Gilmore was first. Oh, right. It's kind of like one of Adam Sandler's films that made him Adam Sandler. Okay, hang on, let me find a joke. I did tell you these ones. Almost all garden gnomes wear red hats. It's a little gnome fact. Why did the coffee make a police report? Because it got mugged. And diarrhea is genetic. It's in your genes. I apologize for nothing. Let's continue on. Let's just keep going. And obviously we haven't done, the things that I like doing, which is kind of like those creases. Ooh. GG. And then we'll do that. Delete. Whoops. Control B. Delete faces. I like that. Here, Control B. Delete faces. And then what we might do, I don't think I can bevel this. Oh, I sure can. GG. Select all, merge by distance. Maybe we might just do that. Go there. GG. GG. Nice. That's great. It runs in your genes. It's in your genes. You are correct. You are correct. It is runs in your genes. Hello, bro. May I have topology advice? You sure can. Even though I'm not the best at it. But I'll do my best to give you the advice. Okay, Control B. Delete faces. So yeah, you can kind of see just how we're slowly building up these panels. And then we'll hopefully have something very pretty at the end of it. Oh, very pretty. Oh, isn't that right? Awesome. Let's go with that. Here we go. Control B. GG. Nice. Hey, bro, can I play too? Sorry, it's a R-rating stream. That's just a little bit of a joke over on Gaming on the Can. We had someone who just was diehard wanting to play Rocket League with us. And I'm like, bah, let's not. Oh, who just joined? Hugh Dow, welcome to the stream. And then bring that around. So I am liking how this is looking. I think we still need to split them up into smaller panels. This one's going to be a tricky one, but maybe what we can do is use the knife tool. So we go K, A, and then we'll do an enter, Control B, delete faces. And then we might just delete this face here, delete face. That is looking delish. Now as well, do we really have to worry about the bottom of the ship? Maybe. I'm not entirely sure about that. But I don't think we will be seeing the bottom of the ship. So I'm not going to focus on it now. Something we can come back to a little bit later. Let's go GZ. Just move that up a smidgen. Nice. I'm tired. Come on, give you Discord. Yeah, there's a link to the Discord down below somewhere. Okay, that's great. That's great. Loving how this is looking. It's really coming along nicely. But yeah, like I said, we're going to have to do the full bottom as well. GG. GG. Alt-H to unhide. And so if we have a look at that now, yes, delicious. Delicious. Control B. Just keep adding to it. Let's now go ahead, Smart UV Project. Okay. Scale by 8. What the? Weird. Whatever. Nothing happened on Twitch. That's fine. So I like how this is all coming along. I think once we start putting in some color as well, that's where we might get a bit more popping. And then we'll go over into UV editing. Let's go rotate scale 4. Maybe some more. Where are we? Let's just have a look. Does that match down here? Cool. Wrong one. Smart UV Project. Spaceship. Got a sudden urge to play Factoria. Don't know why. So, Control A, apply scale. Smart UV Project. Scale 8. Scale 2. Right, I like it. I think that's great. That looks gorgeous. And we'll animate this a little bit later. So we're just kind of like applying this basic texture on. Definitely we're going to have to throw in, a whole bunch of decals that we can slap on it. I think that's going to be the main selling point that we need to get across. What am I doing? Spaceship. Smart UV unwrap. Rotate scale 10. What? Oh no, it is there. Just couldn't see it because of that. And then we can come in, work on this section, haven't even touched the bottom, because the problem is these two pieces are actually different. So let's go with that now. That's going to be a spaceship. Tab U. Oh. Select all, rotate 10. That can't be good. So what do we got here? What have we done? Delete faces. U, smart you reject. Oakley dokley. 10. Okay, we're going to have to just put in some edge loops now. I think that's what the problem is. There. Control E, mark scene. U, smart you reject, unwrap. Scale 10. What the heck is going on? Let's now check that out. Can't see. Whatevs. Let's just go with that. It's there. Good enough. Georgie, welcome to the stream. Nice ship. Thank you, Ben C. Do you do stuff for games? No. So this is all part of a larger journey of creating an animated web series. I reckon this needs to be chopped up. Oh, wait. Can't do that. Let's go Control B. Just one. Control numpad minus. And we might do that. V to rip. Control B. Control numpad minus. Bring that in. V to rip. Yeah, that works out a lot better. And then might just snap another one up here. Control B. And then let's do one right here as well. V to rip. Oh, delish. Delish. I need to size all my stuff up for Unreal. I missed a step. What? I need to size all my stuff. Okay. I was trying to work out if that was a pun or something. Clearly it wasn't. Ski-lang. Ski. Alright. Welcome to the stream. If you're new as well, yeah, consider subscribing. Really helps me out. Trying to get up into that 100k mark for the first time ever. Okay, liking how this is working, we're going to have to redo this section up the top here. Making detailed shapes while keeping good geometry and decent triangle count is quite hard. I'm having trouble with it. Practice is the worst, but it needs to be done. Yeah, you got to practice. That's all it is. And then you just learn from your mistakes like I have been. Yeah, it is a bit of a tricky one, that. Delete faces. But you just got to keep going. No, all the weapons are small as poop. Yes. Oh, that's right. I remember you telling. Oh, speaking of poop. So, I left this open on purpose. So, well done. You left it on the end result, you clown. So, this is AI generating spaceships. So, this is the spaceship. Okay. And then what it'll do is it'll work out the mask of that image. From there, it'll create the mesh of the ship, which I mean, from here, looks semi-okay, but it's actually a dumpster fire. Can I see the model? Nope. Can I see wireframe? So you can see it is a pretty big schmozzle, this. But if we kind of upper direction, original, scene, model, original. As a background piece, like looking at it from back here, looks fine. And so it's generated normal maps, generated my diffuse maps, then it creates this thing. So comparative to the previous image, obviously underneath doesn't really work because it's textured black. But from afar, you're not going to notice. So this is kind of like where we can, maybe put a simple texture on it, put some simple materials on it, and then that might sit fine, kind of like up in the sky somewhere else. The reason why we're going through so much details, yeah, that's fine, on this ship is because we're going to be seeing this ship up close. One thing I don't have, and I've tried a few times, I got to make some weapons. I don't really have weapons that I like. Except for these bad boys right here. No. Gosh. I don't have any weapons. Shut up, you're tired. That topo is heresy. But I mean, it is AI generated, and that's kind of the thing. So, yeah, I completely agree. It sucks. However, it is AI generated. Why is this being a jerk? Do we have multiple faces in here? Let me just have a quick squizzeroo. We click on this. Face orientation. Nope, that's fine. What's the time? 11 o'clock. Oh, 20 to 11. Okay, let's keep going. Come on, Marco. Let's get rid of that. So overall, the color is looking nice. We can probably work on this section through here. Paneling is okay, but we do need to start adding in more plates, more greebles, so on and so forth. And then that's where we can come in and start applying these greebles. Do we start joining some of these pieces? Let's do Control J, Control A, apply the location. Then we can come in and give it a mirror modifier along the y-axis, z-axis. Control A, apply the rotation. There we go. Lovely jubblies. You would need to be the spaceship material as well. Let's go tab, U, cubic, smart UV project. Nice. And then we got to somehow pick this dumpster fire. Let's go H to hide, hide. U. Control J, Control A, apply transformation. Let's throw mirror modifier on that puppy. Hide. Let's now go ahead and hide the bottom piece. Let's grab all these. Control A, no. Convert to mesh. Control J, Control. What the heck? Control J. That was weird. Generate mirror modifier. Control A, apply transformation. That's now copied across there. H to hide. And then we've got some few pieces over here that we need to duplicate across. U. Nope. Let's get U out of the way. U, 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 U. U. Control J. Then we add in that mirror modifier to put it on the other side. Whoops, Control A, apply all transformation. Alt H. And so now we can see that ship coming in its flow glory. Oh, Felicia's here. Hey. Love you. Have my babies. He's a married man. Delightful. Which foreign country would you like to visit? Netherlands for the Blender conference. Netherlands? It's in Netherlands, I'm pretty sure. I know. Quasi, welcome. I'm enjoying your little clips. Bit of inspiration for everyone, which is great. This is looking delish. I'm pretty chuffed. Definitely texture needs a little bit more rework, blah, 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 but this is delish. Let's focus on this section down here now. Let's go. I feel, you know what? Let's go select this face, Shift S cursor selected, and then we will go into, no. What are you doing, Marco? Over into the asset browser. I reckon we should have some pieces in the flat kitbashing set. Whoa, feeling the pinch. Let's grab like this one. Place it in the middle. In the middle of the night, I'll be walking down the street. Stream, whatever. Do. Let's place it like that. GZ, bring it down. And then, ooh, actually, maybe that one would have been better. Let's go delete that. Put that in the middle. Oh, yeah, baby. You like that? Actually, I do like that. GZ. That's suave. Life is good, more free time. I've been helping reject convenience. Yes, his channel is amazing and he's doing so well. Can I get a... Oh, yeah. Search this guy. Yeah, here we go. Go check out that channel. Malcolm, so good to see you again. Yes, Mark, delightful. Welcome to the stream. Oh my goodness, we've got 45 people in here. And no one on Twitch. Oh no, there's 5 people on Twitch. Give me a comment or something. Say hi. I like that. That's great. Let's continue to build this bottom section. Even though, once again, what we spoke about, we might not see it. Actually. Let's go something like so. Let's do that. I'm going to edit that. Control L, delete vertices. And that is now gone, which is awesome. G to the X. Let's go add modifier. Oh. And then we can mirror this puppy. That'll give us that. I like that. That looks good. Let's go into, I think we need some engeroonies. We need kind of something to border this place. Maybe we use Spooky's idea. And we make some hollow sections in here, like so. E to extrude. So now we've got this kind of like hollow piece. Let's come to there, Control B to do a bevel. My computer would probably have smoke modify in real life if I applied those material nodes. You sound like Rammstein. Nein. Das nicht dein. Oh, Felicia White, welcome to the stream over on Twitch. Bro works really fast in Blender, would spend hours just looking around doing nothing. I have done that many hours. Nope, not you. Let's go into a complex greeble, and I think now we can start slapping in some of these. Something like that. GYY, XX. How many likes are we on? I can't see. Oh, there he is. 4. I tell you what, 60 likes and we'll give away this kitbashing set that I'm working out of. So tell your friends to come say hi and like and subscribe. Hopefully one day we'll hit that 100,000. We will see what happens. And then we're just kind of like filling in this gap. So now this will become dark grey. Sure, I'll buy that for $1. And then if we have a look, beautiful. Let's now Control J to join those efforts. Control A, apply the transformation. And then we're just going to go into Generate Mirror. Awesome. That's delish. Delish. I got 2 streams over. Maximize Markham. Yes. Hang on. Okay, let's go back. Is any laser turret? There will be turrets, yes. Because in episode 2, it becomes a bit of a fight. I think episode 4 is where they actually get captured. So this thing is kind of like chasing them. From NL. What's NL? Netherlands? No. Yes? Roy Van Can. Netherlands, probably. But no. Is it NL? What's Deutschland? Oh, dude. Okay. Wonder what a hyper octopus would look like. I don't know. It's an interesting proposition. If you don't know it, you're the reason I don't give up and blend up. Mate, I'm going to guess it's a lot of people. You know, there would be a ton of inspiration everywhere. Normally, for me, it's trying to destroy mortal enemies who don't know my mortal enemies. You think I'm joking, but it's true. We know mortal enemies. GX. Ah, darn it. No, that doesn't work. I like that. That looks good. But no, you're creating awesome animations. I'm glad to see you're posting them and you're getting better and better. Actually, one of the last ones, I think it was you on the interiors. There was a light like back in the distance. It just made the scene look so good. Not the mortal enemies. There are these. You know, there's some people who you just meet and you're like, I hate you. I don't like you. I've had many throughout my career. I had a few in tennis when I used to play tennis back in the day. I never played against them, but I saw them and I went, I hate you. I don't know why. Just don't know. I'm in trouble. Okay, supports. Let's go supports. Maybe we can throw that one in there. Rotate ZZ 180. Huh? What? Rotate ZZ 180. There we go. And then we move that up. Oh, get stuffed. Oh, actually, no, we can keep that. Maybe we just do this. Awesome. I like that. This is nice. I reckon we need to put some small panels like in that corner there just to cover it. Let's maybe just a hatch. Something like that. And then, yeah, this, I got a nice, get stuffed. Rotate ZZ, 90. Nah, not that one. Maybe some pipage is what we need in our lives. Let's go. Oh, so what the? Oh, I've somehow turned that into an instance? I don't know how to undo that. Interesting. What if I did this? How bizarre. Oh, excuse me. Let's go 45. Oh. Don't stop believing. Control A. What? No way. Okay, so we'll fix that. We'll go generate mirror modifier. U. Let's go U and U. Copy to selected. I think something that'll be really important will be, the lighting. Normally, what I like to do is kind of like a bit of a ribbon light, but I don't think that is going to be suitable in this section. I think what we might have to do is kind of like what we did with the warehouse and have lamps pointing inwards, I guess. Lion King. Do you know my animals? Do your mortal animals know? No, they don't know. They don't know. Yes, Lion King. There we go. No, I've never spoken to them. I probably never will. But screw those guys. I can say I've had some, beagles. Oh, Belgium. I have no idea what that is. Is Joy see how fast you are? I wonder how long you are a blender guru. I'm never Andrew Price. Good old Pricey. Instance to mesh. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Over 7K is my guess. What is over 7K? I don't know what we're missing there. What are we referencing about 7K? Sorry, I'm sure you've already said. What libraries are these? This is my Kitbashing set library, which is, I don't save it, did I? Oh, someone just joined. Hang on. Let's check that out. Who just joined? Who doth thy joineth? This one. So this is my set. And who just came along? Hot. Kenshi, welcome to the stream. Roman as well, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I didn't see you earlier, and I just dribbled all over myself. Okay, let's come back into this. Come on, Marco. Come on, focus. Focus, dude. You focus. Shut up. You got this. I know I've got this. Oh! I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so what are we going to do about this? Oh, you donkey. Okay, so you know how I was being really stupid and couldn't work out how to do the door? This is how we're going to do it. Shift-S cursor selected, right-click, set origin to 3D cursor. Let's go V, okay, Control-L. Control-L-P, separate by selection. And then I'm going to select that, Shift-S, cursor selected, right-click, set origin, 3D cursor. What we're going to do is hey, where's this 3D cursor? No. Right-click, set origin, 3D cursor. So what we're going to do is actually have the doors just open inwards. Oh, wouldn't that be smarter? Perfect. Okay, let's just undo all that. For some reason, the name Tommy Emmanuel just came into my head as I said that. What we're going to do now is we will push all this back. GY. Maybe not. Maybe we've got to bring it back like that. then this needs to come like all the way back here. So it's kind of like this massive, oh, it's kind of okay, I guess. Let's do a scale. If you see what I'm putting down, you bruh. Okay, right click, rotation, right click scale. Then if we just go ahead and generate solidify modifier, and we give it some thickness, thick, 0.25. Then we go ahead and we add a bevel modifier in, 0.02. Let's now go copy to selected, copy to selected. And so now we're going to have this line. There we go. Solved it. Hi. Burnt out my flavor muscle today. Drinking tea. Nice. What? You burnt your... Okay. They're V-shaped, so they called... What? All right. Night, Felicia. Thank you very much for stopping by. Oh, what are we at? 42... 43 people. Awesome. Got a jet too. Doctor's appointment. Nice. Get out of here. Have an awesome day, guys. It's my night time. It's 11 o'clock. But I'm fairly happy about this. I think this is great. Wow, this is delicious. This is delicious. This is going to be annoying to do all that. That's fine. I think once we start also coming in and adding a bit of color, I think that's going to look great. Once we combine all the meshes as well, we can put in grunge textures on the front. Had a farting moment. Why? Does this have a custom? Does this have a custom normal or whatever they're called? No. It's got to be in this one then. That is bugging me. Why is that like that? GZ. Scale Z0. I hate you. Okay, undo all that, please. Oh. Montana, welcome. 2 p.m. Yeah, now. It's 11 p.m. at the moment. I've been playing with Blender and self-taught, so am I. What about force fields across the front opening? I mean, we can always have that kind of like force field through there, but that's not going to be the main focus here in terms of we're probably not going to see any ships entering or exit. This in here is going to be the main point where that ship enters. Let's go like that. Sorry about that. Mate. Didn't know Enterprise gave you goosebumps. No. Price is good. I've never met him though. I hope one day I'll meet him, but he's in the US now. Traitor to all Australians. Jerk. I wonder how long you are into Blender. I first touched it 24 years ago, but I've been really into Blender now for the past 12 to 13 years. So just really being kind of like two-feeted slide tackle into it. Yeah, pricey. Mate. Bob's Art Corner. Oh, yeah, there you are. Welcome. Welcome again. Anything up here? Let me just quickly check. Hot. Nothing. Okay, let's continue on. Come on, Marco. I do want to work out how I'm going to light this. I do like kind of like having these panels here. I think this is great. And I mean, we can do, you know, I thought this camera was a bug on my screen. We can do something like really simple with the lighting. Alt S. And then we go into something like that. Add in a new material. This can be engine light, for instance. Oh, actually, that's not too bad. That actually worked really well. I'm actually going to backpedal on all that then. And let's go something like this. Control B. 4, 2, 3, 4. Control B. Nice and small. Alt S. Then what I'm going to do as well is come up to the top here, individual origins, scale on the y-axis, assign. That is looking pretty schmick. F12. Let's just have a look. Landing strip lights. Oh, that's clever. I think that's pretty good. Landing strip lights. Interesting. These ships are getting bigger and bigger. Yeah. So this is all part of that animated web series that I've been harping on about for who knows how stinking long. Just got to sit down and now smash it out. Let's go antennas. So I reckon what we could do is start dumping in some antennas. Through here. The Chulu, welcome to the stream. Oh, geez. Okay. Rated with a party of 8. Peeps, welcome to the stream. The lot of you. I appreciate it, Mr. Chulu. I don't know why that just happened. Panda, welcome. Thank you for the like. I can't see chat. Get out of my way. I'll put you over there. Okay. That's awesome. Much appreciated. Last time we got rated as well, which was great. I have to remember to send it on to somebody else tonight. So as we're ending the stream, please remind me you got to move on somewhere else. Can I do it on YouTube? That is the question. That would be cool if I could. Just delete that. Do that again. And so we're just kind of like putting some aerials and such. Oh, that's looking delish. And then we'll throw mirror modifier on that one. Generate mirror. There. What would be cool is if I now go gray, but then we kind of came in, Control L, here, and let's do maybe increase that, Control Numpad plus, and I'm going to select that and that. Let's do new material, emission underscore red. Nope, got to go to emission first, Marco. And we go into the red 20, assign 10. Oh, that is delish. Delish. And so this is going to be awesome. We're kind of like when we can start going through and adding in all those little like tidbits of lights and let's go. I just want to make 0. Oh, yes. One inspiring artist, welcome to the stream. Sorry, Night Cow. Maybe sequence for strobes. Yeah, I could do that. 2 pylons on the side for there. Go with 2 sticks. Dropped a storm video in my... I will check that out for sure. All right, let's have a look. This, I like this. This is looking good. And then when we start 15, when we start now putting in more of these pieces, so maybe let's just smash out this section now. Greebles, please. And we're just going to quickly build up this whole section. Let's go like that. Whoops. And for those of you who remember, some of these parts as well was designed to be like a Star Destroyer parts. I hate you. Come on. Get in my belly. Let's go something like that. Nice. Come on, you can do this. Cool. Just slapping it all. Awesome. That's great. Love this. Panels need to be still done on the bottom. That's fine. Future marker problem. I think that looks nice. Let's just go ahead and add in a few more pieces before we can just walk away. Let's go something in there. I don't know what that is. What's that? What is that? Oh, what's that? And then, whoops, throw you in there. Weird. Something like that. Lovely. Oh, we got a bit of a gap in here. So let's fill that up. Let's go with that. And then we will. Nice. I need something that kind of just sits on top of it. Beautiful. And then let's go with... Where are those pieces? I mean, yeah, we could throw on some covers. Nice. And then this is where we can, let's go hide, hide, hide. Let's grab all these pieces in here. Nope, not that one. Convert to mesh, just in case some of them have modifiers. Control J to join. Then we can come in, add that mirror modifier. What do we got? Spaceship. I'm going to get rid of spaceship materials. But now what I want to do is I'm just going to go ahead and start selecting some random parts. And then we're going to go ahead and start assigning... Nope, you're too big. Just start assigning. So maybe some red lights, some blue lights. Not gonna lie, Struggle Street. Okay, not that one. What else we got? Here. Control L. Perfect. Anything else we can snap up? Whatever the you are. Okay, and then we go new material, and it's going to be emission red. I'm going to go emission red again, but we're going to duplicate this one, and this one's going to be emission blue. Blue. something like that. Assign. Wait, no. Assign. And then from here, let's just do it again. So Euroblue. Euroblue. I christened the USS Greebles. Nice. I approve of that choice. Delish. Control L, what's the damage? Someone just joined the stream, give me a sec. Traffiq, welcome to the stream. Oops, we're going to do that. Oh. Yuck. Let's go assign. Sorry. Control L. No. Control L. And we'll go assign on that one as well. So now when we do an Alt H, how's that looking? Oh. I think this red one's a little bit too big. But it's kind of like I want to show you that thought process. Hello, Governor. What we got here then, yeah? Oh my goodness, can you just give me an answer? You know what? I'm actually going to jump over to Bing. How to... What do we got? Can you just stinking tell me? All right, anyway. Have you seen Solace 5? Just watched it? No, I haven't yet. Can we confirm? We can. CAD, are you on now? That is my question to you. I'm going into YouTube. Is... Perfect. All right. Can we, because we're going to start finishing up, can we please jump over to Mr. Netwinder? Tell him I sent you. Go over to Mr. Netwinder. We're just finishing up now, and I think we might continue this tomorrow night. Over on... I don't know how to raid over on Twitch. Let's go find another Twitch streamer. But go jump over to Netwinder. Ooh, let's go with this, guys. Okay, how do we... Is that raid? I don't know how to raid on Twitch. Raid. Twitch raid. How to use raids. Come on. Give me just... Oh, right. Okay. Sweet. Send people over there. Hopefully those guys say hi. I don't know. So Twitch people, off onto there. YouTube people, please go check out Netwinder's stream. Tell him I sent you. I'm going to post that again in the chat. And yeah, let's call it a night. Tell him I sent you. Where is it? There we go. Netwinder. Beautiful. We got people going over there. We will continue this stream on probably maybe tomorrow night. We'll see. No idea for tutorials. So if you've got tutorials, leave a comment after this video has been posted. I'm really kind of frustrated that I can't like just push a button and sends everyone over to Twitch. I mean, no. How to send raids on Twitch. No, YouTube.
Howdy, howdy, everyone. Yogurt, fancy channel. You like that? I'll show you. You'd click over there. But by the time you never wrap up or.
Oh. Let's go. Edit. Customize. There we go. All right.